बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलाम वालेकुम डियर स्टूडेंट्स। आज का जो हमारा टॉपिक है वो है 18.9, द वेव नेचर ऑफ पार्टिकल्स। द वेव नेचर ऑफ द पार्टिकल्स। ओके, in 1924 there was in 1924 there was a French physicist known as Louis de Broglie who presented another perspective of energy, that is the wave nature of energy. In photoelectric effect, in Compton effect, in pair production, and in pair annihilation, we study the particle nature of light. But de Broglie presented another perspective, another view about the energy of light, that is the wave nature. Okay. So de Broglie said that energy is not a particle. Energy is actually a wave. So he formulated the formulas. Louis de Broglie presented the wave nature of energy. The wave nature of energy. Okay. Now, he said that according to Planck's, energy is equal to hf, and according to Einstein is equal to mc square. So if we compare both the equations, so we will get hf is equal to mc square. And what is f? F is equal to c by lambda. So putting here c by lambda instead of f, so s hc by lambda is equal to mc square. So c will be cancelled. So it will be h by lambda is equal to mc. And what is mc? Mc is actually the momentum. So h by lambda is equal to the momentum. So here lambda is equal to h by p. So this is the de Broglie wavelength of photon. So he calculated the de Broglie wavelength of the photon. Okay. Now de Broglie said that if photon is behaving as a particle, if the photon is behaving as particle, so the photon should move in a straight path, in a straight line, and the photon will cover displacement. But here, if we calculate the the wavelength of photon in terms of momentum, so it means that the photons do not follow the straight path. Photons follow the waveform. If photon follow the waveform, so it means photon is proved to be a wave, because we found the wavelength of photon, and this wavelength shows that photon is moving in the waveform. If the photon is moving in the waveform, so photon is a wave. Photon is not a particle. So this formula is given by the de Broglie. Okay. The de Broglie contended the relation between the matter and electromagnetic radiation is more intrinsic than was previously believed. Okay. De Broglie equation for the wavelength matter wave explain why the wave nature of large particle is not observable. Look at this equation. Somehow we are not able to observe the wave nature, because if the mass is greater, the wavelength will be shorter. If the wavelength is shorter, so that wave will be rarely observed as a wave nature. So it means that we will say that it has a particle nature. But actually, all the matter waves have the wave nature. All the matter waves has a particle nature, not a particle nature. It has a wave nature. So this study was given. This study proves that the energy has the wave nature of light. So this is about this topic of 18.9, the wave nature of light, which is presented by the de Broglie. This is all about this topic. If you have any queries, any questions about this topic, then you can ask in a comment or in WhatsApp group. Okay, take care. Allah Hafiz.